Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for all of the cards and get well wishes. Yes, we are on the road to recovery. Nothing's going to slow us down, so we keep working. I've got a correction to make. In our last video, we had mentioned that Sarah Daniels had done a video, and we're in the September Watchtower study article. They had changed the word cult to strange religion or extreme religion. And we have a correction to make. Sarah contacted me. Thank you, sweetie, for letting me know. And her video is still very good and makes some good points. But when she had gone back to that article, she had accidentally went to the simplified edition. So the regular study edition does say cult, but it's the simplified edition that says strange religious belief or strange religious group. Now, how that would be a simplified, I don't know, because cult would be easier to read and understand. So why they would go to 3 words instead of just cult, I don't know. But anyway, just wanted to make that correction, and thank you everybody for noticing that and letting us know. And I've got an elder's letter here. Now, I don't want Watchtower to come after us and try to shut us down for putting the scan up like they did Snarky Bill. So I'm just going to show you. I don't know if you can see this, but this is instructions for merging congregations. And I feel personally that they have been lying to the rank and file Jehovah's Witnesses, and this is proof that they've been lying to them, because they keep saying, oh, well, it's because of the growth in other countries that, we need to merge and get money so that we can build more kingdom halls in these third world countries. Well, in this instructions for merging congregations, they say why they're doing it. So I'm just going to read this. These instructions are provided to assist bodies of elders and circuit overseers when consideration is being given to merging one congregation with another. When more than one circuit is affected, the circuit overseers involved should work together in preparing the recommendation. Number 1, factors to consider. The dissolution of a congregation and subsequent merger with another congregation may be considered if there are insufficient number of local publishers or elders to support the congregation, and if present publisher growth and potential for growth from the field are minimal. So right there, that proves that it's not because of their extreme growth and because they have to build more kingdom halls. They know their numbers are diminishing, and this is proof that their numbers are diminishing. The dissolution of a congregation may also be considered if this would result in better use of a nearby kingdom hall. Consideration should be given to the effect this would have on travel costs and to the distant publishers would need to travel to attend congregation meetings. And we've shown in the past, they don't care. A title-holding congregation may be dissolved for the reasons described above. However, when the kingdom hall will likely continue to be used by at least one congregation, it is preferred that a congregation other than the title holder be selected for dissolution. That means that those that hold their own title go to another kingdom hall and dissolve that one that Watchtower owns so that the kingdom hall can be sold. And Watchtower owns it. Although the dissolution of a congregation can be an emotionally difficult adjustment for some, many congregations that have merged have experienced higher quality meetings and a better distribution of experienced brothers. However, there may be small rural congregations that are able to cover their territory and function without problems. Such congregations may not need to be dissolved. Number 2, recommendation letter from circuit overseer. If the circuit overseer believes it would be beneficial for congregations to be merged, he should send a recommendation letter to the service department after consulting with the bodies of elders involved. At this point, the recommendation should remain confidential and should not be shared with the publishers in the congregations. It should answer the following questions. Which congregations would be dissolved? What are the specific reasons for this recommendation? Point 2, do the bodies of elders have serious reservations about this recommendation? If so, explain their concerns. Point 3, which congregations would be recommended for the publishers to attend? What are the projected publisher figures for the affected congregations? See, there again, it's on the number of publishers. Would the Kingdom Halls have sufficient parking and seating to accommodate all the publishers adequately? Point 4. What effect would be merging of congregations likely have on the spirituality of the publishers? Point 5. Does the congregation that would be dissolved hold title to a Kingdom Hall or to any other real property? If so, answer the following additional questions. What is the address or location of each property owned by the congregation? And does the property include accommodations for special full-time servants, meaning their apartments? Number 3, meeting with elders in response to service department. If the branch office provides the circuit overseer with a letter approving the recommendation, he will organize a meeting with the bodies of elders involved to discuss the points listed below. The appropriate forms and a letter containing the requested information should be sent to the service department. See Step 4, informing congregations. The letter should be signed by each congregation service committee and circuit overseer involved. First point, a date for the merger to take effect should be recommended. The recommended date must be after the date that transfer of any real property owned by a congregation that will be dissolved is expected to be completed. Transfer of their property? Interesting. All mergers must take place on the first day of the month. Second point. A coordinator of the body of elders secretary change of address S-29 form should be completed for any remaining congregation in which the coordinator of the body of elders or the secretary will change. Third point, a territory adjustment request, form S6, should be prepared for each remaining congregation whose territory boundaries will be affected. Since congregation names should reflect their territory assignment, verify that the names of the congregations involved will still be appropriate after the boundaries are adjusted. Fourth point, a shipping information S36 form should be completed if the merger makes it necessary to designate another congregation as the ship to congregation. Point 5. A recommendation should be made as to which congregation would acquire the confidential file and the accounting records of the dissolved congregation. Interesting. Number 4. Informing congregations. After the meeting described in Step 3, meeting with elders in response to service department, each congregation involved should be informed of the merger at the next midweek meeting. This should be done in a kind and sensitive manner. The congregation should be directed not to discuss the matter with publishers in other congregations until the announcement has been made in each congregation involved. Number 5, notification of approved merger date. The branch office will notify the congregations involved and the circuit overseer of the approved merger date. Thereafter, the circuit overseer may generate letters of appointment of elders and ministerial servants, effective as of the approved merger date. Adjustments in the congregation assignments of regular pioneers should be handled as if the pioneers had moved to another congregation. Updated territory assignments will follow. Number 6, congregation funds. Funds belonging to the congregation to be dissolved should be reallocated as recommended by the elders and approved by congregation resolution. Thereafter, the congregation bank account should be closed. Number 7, Kingdom Hall Operating Committee funds. Funds contributed to a Kingdom Hall Operating Committee account by the congregation being dissolved would not be returned to the congregation. If the operating committee account was open in the name of the congregation being dissolved, the funds in the account should be reallocated as follows. Point 1. If 2 more congregations will continue to use the Kingdom Hall, the funds should be deposited into a new operating committee account as outlined in instructions for Kingdom Hall Operating Committee Accounting Form S42. Point 2. If only one congregation will continue to use the Kingdom Hall, the funds should be deposited into that congregation's bank account. Point 3. If the Kingdom Hall will be sold, the branch office will provide further instruction. And in my opinion, the further instruction I'm thinking is give us the money. So there you have it, proof that the witnesses are not being told this. So you Jehovah's Witnesses who are watching, this video, how does that make you feel to know that they're not telling you this? They don't tell you this. They don't read this to the congregation. They don't know, what's going on behind the scenes. And so anyway, that's it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'm losing my voice again. So I will say goodbye, and I love you. Bye.